Hello everyone, and thanks very much for coming back and joining me. Now tonight I wanted to talk about Barbies. I know, a bit of a strange thing, but it is in connection to Star Wars because Mattel are bringing out 3 new Barbies. And one is supposed to be a female Darth Vader, no idea why. Then we have also Princess Leia. Then we also have what's supposed to actually be, believe it or not guys, R2-D2. Now, I laughed when I saw this information in an article almost a week ago now. And I just thought that I would do a video about this because I just find it so odd, and I just wanted to show you the pictures and everything tonight to see what you think. Now, the funniest thing is, firstly, I was reading up that they're saying that this is basically a homage to Star Wars A New Hope. Now, A New Hope is my favourite Star Wars movie, so I find that hilarious, right? Because they're saying that it's inspired by the film's original concept art, and it's, their reimagination of these iconic characters in the form of a Barbie, right? But sorry, I'm going to just start with, probably the most obvious out there one, which is the female version that they've done of probably one of the most popular villains of all time, Darth Vader, right? Darth Vader, I mean, from looking at this, first of all, she doesn't even look like what I would say a Barbie doll. She doesn't even look like a Barbie doll. Secondly, I don't know what the glasses are all about. Next, why are we doing the whole gender swapping thing? Anyone who is a Star Wars fan, who loves Star Wars, wholeheartedly and loves Darth Vader, I would be so surprised if they were to buy one of these. Now, it's saying here they're $100. I checked on Amazon, and in sterling where I live, it was like £86 or something like that, which to me is a ridiculous amount of money for a doll. But anyhow, I don't know what the glasses are all about. I really, really don't. It looks silly. I don't even think she looks good. In my whole heartedly honest opinion, I do not think it looks good. I really, really don't. And I don't see why we're doing the whole gender swapping thing again, as usual. This is pure, utter wokeness. It really, really is. Why could they not have used... There is not just, Princess Leia, which I will show you in a moment, right? There is another female character that's in Star Wars called Padme. Could they not have just done Padme, and then they could have had a female Barbie doll, rather than use a female Barbie doll that's supposed to be their reimagination of Darth Vader? I am sorry, she does not look badass in any ways. She does not look powerful in any ways. She does not look like a villain in any way. So I don't know what they were trying to aim at. I don't know what they were going for, but this looks awful in my opinion. And it's going to also be confusing for kids, because what they're pretty much doing is they are trying to sell to a females that just maybe don't even have any, interest in Star Wars or have never seen Star Wars. And I really do hate when companies do that. They are literally trying to sell to young kids who have maybe never seen the movies or have no interest in the movies. And, you have to think as well, what if a 5-year-old young girl, because these are for ages 3 and up, what if they say, I want this doll, right? And they run around playing with it for a year or two. And then when they're 7 years of age, they see Star Wars on the TV. And then they start to question and ask, that's kind of like my doll. But is that a man? Or what? Or what's going on there? And why does my doll not have... they're going to be asking all these questions. Why it doesn't look the same, and why it's played by a man and not like a woman, like their Barbie doll. And that just makes things confusing when there's no need to be. The whole gender swapping thing. And I mean, why did they not just have it like a Ken doll? A Ken doll that is a man. And then they could have had it where, you took off the mask and everything, and then it ended up being, looked like Anakin, like short hair on a man. Anyways, that is enough with that one. That one looks utterly ridiculous. And anyone who is a Star Wars fan, who, is obviously a bit older, that loves the Star Wars original movies, that actually spends that amount of money and buys this, you're literally just feeding to utter wokeness, and I would find it so weird if anybody who is a true Star Wars fan of the original trilogy that buys this. I would be so horrified and shocked, and I would be definitely asking you some questions. Now, the next one we're going to talk about is the Princess Leia one, which I actually think looks pretty good. Actually, it looks more like what I would say a Barbie doll. It looks like a Barbie doll. That to me would be more worth the money. You know, they've got the hair looking pretty good. You know, there is vintage Barbie dolls you can buy off Princess Leia anyway, so they're pretty much just copying that, which isn't very original. But anyways, that one is the best looking one out of these three. And you know, like I say, I think they just should have did a Padme one and then had Padme and Princess Leia. And just had them all female characters. I mean, how is it paying homage? I don't understand how they're paying homage. But this one, they more so are, because, you know, her outfit, her clothing and everything looks great. You know, very, very like her, and, you know, the hair and everything looks great. I mean, she doesn't look, wow, amazing or anything. But I think this one would be more worth the money. And if someone actually bought me this as a gift, I probably would keep it, and I probably would have it sitting somewhere, or, you know, keep it somewhere, you know, if I could find somewhere nice for it. Do you know what I mean? But on to this last one, guys. Oh my good days. Why? Just why? We have this weird, you know, Barbie doll of R2-D2. Yes, guys, it's actually supposed to be R2-D2 apparently, right? With the blue hair and everything, and I don't know, I just don't think this looks good. I mean, I know these are meant to be for kids, but I mean, like, really, do they think these 3-year-olds, they're for 3 and up, do they think these 3-year-olds are sitting watching Star Wars all day long? No, they know what they're doing. They don't care. They just want kids to buy these, and they're trying to aim it because, you know, they maybe weren't doing well, you know, on the business side of things for a while. Maybe Barbie, I don't know. You know, but this R2-D2, I don't understand why they didn't at least maybe make the whole arms and her legs. And I'm not talking about, like, with clothing. I'm talking about her actual arms and legs on the Barbie doll itself, on her. Why did they not make that look maybe like a bit kind of robotic or something? I don't know. These are freaking me out, guys. I honestly, out of all of them, I think the Darth Vader one surprised me the most because of the whole gender swapping thing, and I just think that's utterly ridiculous, and it's just hilarious at this stage, with the way things are going these days. But I think this one's the oddest in a sense, but it's kind of hard to pick what one's worse between this one and yeah, the female Darth Vader. I'm sorry, guys, I don't really know what else to say other than, am I the only person that was a bit freaked out and found this absolutely hilarious when I read this? I mean, what are they thinking? I mean, like, really, is a parent going to spend, you know, that amount of money on a doll? It's saying here $100, and as I say, I checked on Amazon, and for sterling it's like £86 or something like that. I don't know whether that included delivery or not, but anyhow, I don't know if a parent would take the chance to buy their 3-year-old daughter. It's saying here ages 3 and up. So, I mean, if I had a 3-year-old daughter, right, say for example, right, which I don't, but if I did, I'd be thinking to myself, do I want to take that chance of spending just under £90, which is a lot of money, on a doll that my daughter might not want to play with, or I don't know. And to me, she doesn't even look like a Barbie doll. To me, she doesn't look like something that I, as a 3 or 4 or 5-year-old girl, would have wanted. I wouldn't have wanted that. What I would have preferred was, I remember I had this Barbie, right? And she had blonde hair, and she looked like Cinderella. She looked like such a princess, and she had this long blonde hair. And I think at the time, she was actually quite expensive back then. Like, I think it was something like 40 or £45 sterling or something my mum paid. And I remember that she had these beautiful earrings and this stunning, like, gown, this beautiful, like, princess dress. And I called her Cinderella. And I don't think she was Cinderella, but I called her Cinderella. But to me, I would have preferred something more princess-like looking. You know, something more, I don't know. I don't think that's, if I had seen that as a child anyway, me personally, as a 3, 4, 5-year-old child, I would have no interest in that. I don't understand. What does it even look like? It doesn't look like a Barbie doll. Wow, it's definitely out there. Let me know in the comments what you think. And what one do you think is the strangest? And would this be something you would buy for your kids? I don't know. I mean, as a Star Wars fan, no. No. I mean, I personally wouldn't buy the Princess Leia one. There's one that I would love of Princess Leia that I have seen on eBay, and there's also one of Princess Padme that I have wanted for a long time. But they can be a wee bit expensive, but I do have them on my watch list anyhow. But what I will say is I wouldn't buy this specific one. I would buy the ones, the actual Star Wars ones from eBay that I've seen. But I do actually think they did a good job on her in a way, and, they're paying homage there. But I mean, this whole nonsense about paying homage to A New Hope is ridiculous. I mean, I think that's probably one of the most laughable things about this. But anyway, these look ridiculous, aside from the Princess Leia one. But anyways, until my next video, don't forget that the Force will be with you always. But clearly some people think that the Force is with a female Darth Vader, which is laughable. Anyways, speak to you all soon. Bye guys.